good. That's good. It is recording. It's recording. That's dope.
I'll be eating my sandwich while I'm doing the podcast. So
Nice.
maybe some mukbang, maybe a little bit of mukbang for this.
Mukbang.
A little bit of mukbang.
Little
For this,
a white man.
A little bit of
Mukbang.
a little bit of mukbang.
A little bit of white man eating white bread and mukbang.
A little bit of white man eating white bread, white mukbang, white
with the white meat.
White mukbang.
Oh.
White man, white bong, white muck.
White muck.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the part 12. Welcome back, you fucking giants. We're back at it with another episode. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna cut this in, but the reason we were saying that is because Isaac is eating a sandwich, which
I'm definitely leaving that in, and I'm also leaving in your unnecessary explanation of what we're doing. So please continue telling them stuff they already know.
Oh man!
Continue mansplaining this podcast to our viewers.
Oh wait, crap! Hold on, I need to start my screen recording. I didn't think I thought we were gonna start with an intro. Hold on.
I thought you were already recording. My bad.
No, you're good.
No.
All right, it's fine. It's fine.
We don't do intros. Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. We should sync.
Oh yeah. Okay, you go.
I'm gonna make this a weekly thing where I leave in the sync because I'm too lazy to take it out. All right, Audio sync on 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2,
1,
3.
2. Oh.
You'd even.
Oh.
Let's try that
bro,
again.
You cut out. I could not see.
You cut out. Let's
bro,
try that
you
again.
cut out.
All right, ready? Audio sync on 3.
All right.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2,
1,
3.
2, 3.
Wasn't that bad?
You started raining a little bit in your house there. So that was
my house raining?
Yeah, nice little turntables.
I can't see you for this, so...
Oh, wow.
You know what? I could have done my capture in a smart way, but I didn't, so I'm just going to be blind this podcast. I'm looking at myself right now.
Man, we even talked about this.
Yeah. Well, okay. You are using a different thing than I am, so I feel like because I had to set I had to set my bounds, and my head ass was like, "Oh, I want to get the biggest screen that I can. That way, if you scale it up, it doesn't look weird on the resolution or whatever." Turns out, I didn't need to do that. I didn't need to do that at all. I could have just put.
Yes,
I could have captured. I could have put you side by side with me, and then I could have captured just me. And then I could have seen you. Oh, well, it's fine.
Well, that's okay. Yeah, it is what it is. This time, I think if y'all have been watching our video podcasts, our video episodes, you'll see that the audio sometimes, Isaac's audio will be a little delayed, and that's just because the feed is a little delayed, and there's there's some delay. So, but for me, it sounds pretty nice and crispy, I think, for the most part. So that we're doing this just to make sure that Isaac doesn't sound or it doesn't look as weird. But we'll see what we can do.
My computer is freaking out. It's really overheating. So you guys might see me quitting some programs in the video feed. This is my first week of actually screen recording myself. Please don't.
Yeah, because usually, we have our conversations using Discord. I think for the last episode, we weren't able to. We actually used messenger calls. Oh?
I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's kind of funny if you can. Oh my God. And sorry, I'm having a side adventure while you're talking. I'm apologize.
No, you're good, bro. What's going on?
I tried to quit Word, and the comedy script that I was writing popped up. So you guys got to see a little bit of a preview for some stand up that I might never do. Who knows?
I think the idea of doing stand up would be super cool, but also part of me is scared that I would just be bad. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, are you scared of gravity holding you down, or if you drive a car, it'll go, or if you walk, you'll walk.
Are you trying to say I'm just not funny? Is that what
No,
you're saying?
what I'm trying to say is you don't have to be afraid of reality.
I think like just because like all of the famous comedians that like I'm a fan of, like they usually do it. Like they're like, "Oh, I did stand up for a while." And then they move on to bigger and better things. And I think like my vision is set on doing those bigger and better things. But like to get there you got to do the stand up, and I'm like a little scared, man. Like it's it's weirdly like vulnerable, I feel. And like people just they can just be like, "Oh, like you're just bad." And that's it. That's the end of the line. I guess that kind of scares me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you just gotta do it. I think like I don't know if there's any like remedy to. I have performance anxiety, so I totally feel you on that. But I think like I think what I think if you get like a script, or like not a script, like if you write a set that you really like, that's what carries you, you know? Like as long as you like what?
Yeah, no, I was just gonna echo your thoughts. Like, as long as I think it's funny, then like somebody probably does. I think that's a good way of looking at it. Yeah, thank you.
But
very wise advice, Isaac.
if you produce something that you are truly like content with, then nobody can take that from. Even if they say it sucks, like you like it, you know?
Yeah, like it. When it comes down to it, like if I like it, then that's all that really matters.
Yeah. Because I think like it's different if you like half-ass it, or if you're unsure of it and then you perform and then they say it sucks. Although to be fair, it'll really hurt if you really like it and somebody's like that sucks. But like the difference between those two is that at least for one you were like, you know what, no, I really like it. You just don't like it, it's fine. Whereas like if you don't do that, then you're like, well, I don't even like it, so fuck, man, maybe I just suck.
Yeah, then I think then it feels like you're just wasting your own time, like, and everybody else's. Wait, so like, okay, question for those like, for like comedy nights, like people like pay to go watch that stuff, right? Like if someone's like headlining in a bar, like, dude, like, is it just happening, and you're just if you just go to the event that night, like at a bar or something, like that's just it, like you just watch them do it. You don't have to pay for it.
It depends. So like if it's an open mic, it's free. You know, it's just at a bar, open mic, anybody can go up. I think you kind of like reserve a spot. I think if it's small, you pay to be up there. Potentially.
Kind of sucks.
I think. Just because like, oh, hold on, I need to move my mouse. Just because like, I think like, in the interest of the bar, if they have to get like equipment to do an open mic, maybe that's when, like if they have to rent that stuff, because the bar probably wouldn't buy like a mic and like speakers unless maybe, I don't know. I think it just depends. Like if it's a gig, like they want you to be there, you get paid. If it's just you can be there, then it's free for people watching and they just go watch it. There's a lot of open mics for like music too. I think if there is an open mic, you can do either or. I'm not entirely sure.
Have you ever participated in an open mic?
No. I have friends that do poetry though, but that's what it is. It's open. You go up, you read your poetry, and that's it.
Yeah, no, because I've done a couple. I've done like, I remember back in like senior year of high school. I think it started senior year. One of my friends, she was involved with like this writers group thing in Houston, and they hosted open mic nights, and I won. I fucking won, dude. I didn't win any. I think I won like a book because it was hosted at like a bookstore, but it was pretty fucking sick.
You're like, dude, I won. I didn't win, but I won. I didn't win anything, but I won.
My records so far, because 2 of them were like scored. I think I have 2 second place 2 second place medals on my record. They don't actually exist as medals. I just have that. I still have the book.
Do you have nothing to show for it?
I have this fucking sick ass book, dude. But yeah, like I remember it was there was an open mic night that I did, or I participated in. I didn't fucking like do it. It was at like this restaurant, and it was it's very weirdly vulnerable, but it's also like by the end of it, you're like, oh, that was really nice. Like it felt really good, but I was also like, oh, what the fuck? Because all these random people just like watching you, and then like, I don't know, like snapping is the thing. Like I always did it like ironically, or like I never thought people actually like did it, but like, you know, you'd like someone like the first person like did their story and people were like, oh, like, and I was like, oh shit, like that's kind of sick. Like,
yeah.
And it was just like so interesting to me.
I think it's like to keep the mood or something like that. I don't really know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know.
It's like it's kind of cool. It feels cool.
Because like golf, they do it to keep the atmosphere.
They snap in golf?
They they do like a golf clap. They do like
the golf clap,
It's like really, really quiet, like that. But I think they just do it to keep like the ambiance of like the mood, you know, just like yeah.
I'm just imagining like that one guy, like a golf, like I don't know, a match or something, and he's like fucking going like ape shit in the crowd, like the dude like just like he's like on par, he hits it up. He's like, holy shit!
My dick is so hard.
They're like, how the fuck does that guy keep getting in? Like,
who is that guy? Why is he the best golfer here? It's just like Tiger Woods. Could you imagine?
He's like, suck my dick. I'm the best.
Every time he gets a hole in one, he's like, ah!
To be fair though, like if you did get a hole in one in golf, like I'd be pretty fucking like psyched, like that shit, like
yeah.
No, but like if like, it's like fucking mini golf, he's like, holy shit, I'm the best, and they're like, dude, like it's putt.
It just makes me think of all those like the t-ball jokes or like the softball jokes where like a fucking old man would play like baseball or whatever with like kids,
and
then like the Adam Sandler movie, that's his name, right?
You talking about Happy Gilmore, like the golf one?
The one where he's like an adult on a children's league, I think, and he's like the best.
It sounds like an Adam Sandler movie. I'll give you that, but I have no idea what you're.
I'm looking it up on my phone.
I've never actually watched Happy Gilmore, but I think there's a scene in it where I think this is the movie where he's playing like dodgeball with a bunch of kids, and apparently they didn't tell the kids what was going to happen. So all the kids, like, that's their genuine reaction. Like, he literally, like, he was just hitting kids in the face and, like, making them cry. And it's, like, I watched the scene. It was hilarious.
Yeah, that's fucked. That's pretty fucked.
And it's even better because, like, wait, what?
There's, like, no lawsuits or anything?
Nah, because they probably, like, fucking paid them. Like, it was, like, fine. But they had the parents there, and I think they did it multiple times. And the parents were like, what the fuck? Like, you gotta stop doing that. And they were like, okay. And then they did it anyway, so they put it in the movie.
Nice. That's kind of fucked.
I think that's what's bizarre about... Oh, yeah, hold on. Did you find it?
I think it's the bench warmers. They're a whole team of...
bench warmers?
You keep talking about your thing, and then I'll chime in.
I was gonna say, like, I think, like, old movies are just so bizarre to me. Like I was gonna say this like a while ago, but Isaac, you showed me this clip of from RoboCop, I think it was.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And like when I thought, so like to preface this, Isaac was like, hey, like RoboCop now is like a science, like it's a sci-fi like action movie, right? Like the guy's like a cop and he like fights crime and shit. He's like a robot. Nice. That was gross. But in like back in the day, science fiction apparently was like very synonymous with like thriller horror stuff. Like it was like science gone wrong. And so Isaac shows me this scene. I think maybe we could include a link of it in the description. If you're gonna watch the YouTube video,
Beware.
Yeah, it's really fucking weird. And it's also like horrendously gruesome. Basically, it's like one of the demonstrations of the first robot in the Force, something like that. And he's like presenting in front of the robots being presented to a group of like board members, and they're like, hey, like, you know, let's try it out, like let's demonstrate it for you. And so they give one of the board members like a gun, and they're like, you know, pretend to rob this person. And he like pulls a gun. The robot's like, oh, like stop, like drop the gun. And he's like, okay, like I'll drop the gun. The guy drops the gun, and the robot still says like the robot still goes on after him. It's like
he gives him 30 seconds or something. Or I think he gives him
a
like
countdown.
20,
yeah,
he gives him 20 seconds to comply. Or 15 seconds or something. I think it's 15. And then he drops the gun immediately. And then they're like, wow, that was really cool. It was really effective, whatever. And then the robot's like, you have 10 seconds to comply. And he's like,
and they're like, what the fuck? What the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
And like eventually, like, you know, timer runs out, countdown finishes, and the guy, according to the robot, still hasn't complied. And the robot just fucking kills him. Like, and it's not even like a little bap bap bap. Like he explodes. Like there are chunks of him flying around, like fucking like I don't even know, like the fucking meteor shower. Like that shit was going everywhere, and he's like trying to hide behind the board members. They're like, nah, bitch, like this is you. Like we're not part of this. And like he just explodes.
Yeah. The dude,
shit was wild.
The robot's like shooting like a Gatling gun or like a machine gun. So it's like several rounds of like heavy bullets are hitting him in the chest. So it's just popping. So his chest is just popping.
Just goes and like the thing is like that was normal. But if like I feel like if RoboCop like the most recent
I would say that's
okay,
normal.
well, I think it was more acceptable. Maybe I think that's what I meant.
So like he gets shot a lot. Like I think you guys are thinking like, oh, it's just a couple. It's to the point where like they have to pull the plug on the robot to get the robot to stop shooting him. That's how long he got shot. Which begs the question,
why didn't they do that to begin with?
Yeah. Well, like so obviously movie reasons, but you could see like the team like trying to figure out how to shut it down. And for some reason, or they're pulling it the whole time it's shooting, but it's like it's like soldered on there or something like that, something dumb.
Like it wasn't just plugged into a wall. Yeah, that was right.
Which is like weird because like
I mean it was a well-crafted machine. Like
it's old tech though. Like that's not hard to disassemble. I don't think. You know. I guess like later on we started getting stuff that's like really easy to detach and like power down, but like I feel like at that point. You should just be able to pull the plug. I don't know. It's kind of weird how hard they were pulling hard. There's like a bunch of people.
And it was like a group of people. Like you would imagine that. Yeah, it was. And like I cannot stress this enough. The guy explodes. Like it was
this
bizarre.
This all happened in broad daylight with the most like average ass people. So it's kind of like horrific when you like think about it in that context. Like it's not some back alley. It's not like, you know, the robot went haywire. The robot was doing exactly what it was programmed to do. It just malfunctioned a little bit. And this regular ass board member just fucking gets lit up.
Lit up, yeah.
Just lit up.
Bizarre.
And everybody else survives. So they all just watch somebody die who was just doing their job at work, regular ass job that's not dangerous. They didn't die to like some manufacturing error at some plant or something like that, or falling into like a machine. They just were getting there's a demonstration. The dude just fucking got obliterated. so that fucked me up when I watched it, and I was like, who can I drag down and have them watch
it was so fucking it was fucked up of you to show me that, because like you were like, hey, watch this real quick. I was like, what the fuck? And you're like, all right, let's eat dinner. I was like, what the hell? Like, what? Why?
Okay, I gotta tell a story real quick. And then you can finish your thought, just because it's on topic, and I'll forget if I don't.
I think I'm I think I'm good with that. Like,
sure? I thought you were gonna say something else about it.
No, it was just fucking fucked up. I was like, fuck. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
This man was like, I want to talk about. He told me this. He's like, I want to tell people on the podcast about this fucking thing. So I had this was a time where people just would watch Live Leak and like all that shit and just whatever. So I saw some shit as a kid that I regret all my life. There was this one instance in high school when like that wasn't really common anymore, and I had a friend. I think it was senior year. I think it was senior year because we were in physics too.
Was it also when you lost your mom's DS? Is it around?
Yes, same year.
All right. Okay. Yeah, senior
year. It was either. Actually, I'll say that this happened before, so that I could say it scarred me so much, and that's why I lost my mom's DS.
That's why. Okay, that would explain it. Yeah.
Not because I'm a piece of shit son. That's unrelated to the fact, but so like he and I were on the robotics team together. We were pretty close. We were pretty good friends. We're just chilling in physics because he and I were both very explorative, you know. That sounds weird.
Don't take that out of context. He and I were pretty explorative, if you know what I mean.
You know what I mean. We would sit in the back of the classroom. He'd give me a handy every now and then. No. We were like, we were both like aspiring like engineers or whatever. So we always would like do random ass experiments in physics. So basically, like physics class was really weird. We just didn't do shit. Like, we didn't do normal shit that other people were doing.
Don't take that out of further context.
It's just, again, we were giving handjobs in the back of the class, so I feel like no, I'm kidding. We would do like science experiments and stuff like that. It was pretty fun. So like we were just chilling one day. I think maybe working on a project, and
I forget that you can't see me because I keep on I widen my eyes, but like I gotta stop because it's
wiping
your
you
can't
eyes,
see
like...
it. No, like I'm like like ooh, but you can't see my face.
I'm making faces too. I don't know if you've caught any of them, but I've been making faces.
Oh no,
the
I
whole
can
time.
see you perfectly fine.
I like the implication that you're making faces and I can't see it, because then it's just for the viewers, man. It's just for the little baby viewers.
This is for you,
little baby viewers.
Viewer.
It's for
you, e-viewer. That's actually a robot and leaving one singular comment.
I still think we should call our viewers viewer. I like that idea. Just
like viewer?
Open a podcast, be like, welcome back, viewer. I'm gonna do that, and you can't stop me. All right, anyways, you guys are still fucking giants to us too, by the way. So nobody can take that away from
giants.
You. All you short queens out there, that are watching this, you're still a giant in my heart. You're still 6 foot tall in my heart.
Yeah.
Side tangent. It's kind of funny that we're calling them giants.
Give him the giant.
Side tangent. It's kind of funny that we're calling them giants, and saying that we're 6 feet, or we are 6 feet, but like the giant is 6 feet when it's really not. It's really not that tall.
What's like the tallest person you've ever seen, like with your own eyes?
Like 6'5", 6'4". There was a guy who was way taller than a guy who was tall. That fucked me up. There was one time I was standing in a group of guys, and I was the shortest person there, and I was looking up at everybody. That fucked me up one time. It was just like a bunch of people that were like 6'5", 6'6", 6'3".
That's weird, dude.
I'm just like sitting there like, oh, hey, this is what it feels like.
Well, they're like, hey, man. Champ, how's it going? And you're like, how was school today?
And it was so normal for the first part of it, and then I realized like I'm looking up all the time. I'm just over here like, wow.
I think it is weird to think though that like 6 foot, like honestly, it isn't that tall. It isn't that tall.
No,
I feel like it isn't. And like there are plenty of people who were like 6'2", 6'3", and I'm just like, well, shit. Like that's the one thing I had going for me. I'm not funny.
If you want to feel inferior, just go to Cabo Bob's on 29th.
Yeah,
you'll feel
definitely.
small as fuck. I think it's actually 28th. There's a Cabo Bob's in Austin that's just right next to all the frat houses. So you get a bunch of tall ass like German white people. Like I'm half German. They're full giants. Swedish people, fucking. They're all like
Swedish people. Yeah.
27th generation American or whatever the fuck. But they're like, they got them genes. They got the Minnesota genes. Even though everybody probably lives in Texas.
Yeah, no, for real. Like some of these guys, like in frat life guys, man, these guys they can be fucking massive, and like it is just bizarre to see it. I don't know. I don't like it. Makes me feel really strange.
It's weird. Back on topic. Hold on, I'm plugging in a charger. I got it. All right. So
nice.
So we're sitting in class, and he just like he does exactly what I did. He was like, "Hey, look at this." Without any context, I'm just watching this video, and it's this like car wreck, fender bender, whatever the fuck, like seemingly like whatever, car accident, and it's just like they go up to the fucking like window and they look in, and this girl just like kind of like, are you still there, Shivam?
Yeah, what's up?
Okay.
I'm a little concerned what you're about to say right now.
My screen is doing some weird shit. Oh, wait. Did I exit out of my recording? No, I didn't. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, no, I did. There's not enough available space to continue the file writing. But, by deleting existing videos or photos. So, maybe my screen... oh, okay. I still have 28 minutes of footage. That's fine.
It's already been 28 minutes? What the fuck?
So, sorry guys, I have no screen recording for the rest of this thing, but I hope you enjoyed my face while I was there.
I'll adjust mine and I can like add you in it. Hold on. This is going to be weird.
Pardon what does so while we do this. I'm keeping you all on edge. It's going to be suspenseful. Who knows what I saw? Ooh. You got it?
All right, yeah, we're good.
You got it? Okay, so it goes up to this girl. And she's like sitting up. Her fucking face fell off.
Ah, what the hell?
She's like picking it up and putting it back on her face.
Ah, what the fuck?
To this day, I don't know if it's fake or not. It's probably real.
That's fake, dude. I sincerely hope.
The whole thing was like what I'm assuming happened is that she wasn't wearing a seatbelt and she was in a van and she like fell forward onto the floor of the van. And then like grazed her face to where like the skin like peeled off.
That sounds
pretty fucking
so bad.
The thing that got me was that she was putting it back on. I was like, "Ugh, that's really bad."
Yeah, that's
scarred
really
me. And I told myself I would never. I was like really mad at him. I was like, "Why did you show me this? What the fuck, man?
Yeah, why the fuck did you just tell us that, Jesus,
bro?" And I was like, "Is this real?" And he's like, "I don't know." And then he was like, watch it again. I think her eye came out of her socket. I was like, I'm not watching that again. What the fuck is wrong? No. I'm not gonna fucking fuck me up. It actually fucked me up. I was like really bad.
Yeah, no, I
was
can't.
Like, I'm never gonna do that to a friend. I'm never gonna show him something horrifying.
You gotta give like a warning and be like, yo, like this is a little fucking weird and you've probably never seen anything like this before. Just fair warning.
People outside my apartment talking.
God damn.
I will not. I'm going to just show you shit. I'm going to just show you shit. And
give warnings. Well,
no,
yeah,
no, I'm not. I'm not going to give warnings. No, I'm not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're not going to give warnings.
Yeah. I'm just going to.
Yeah, okay.
All right, cool.
So but that shit is weird, dude. Like I can't. No, I don't want to talk about that, man. That's nasty.
Right, we can move on. I have just to give a little fucking flashback to the beginning of the episode. The movie's called Benchwarmers, and it's a team of baseball players. 3 dudes: David Spade, John Heder, and Rob Schneider. So it has nothing to do with
Adam Sandler.
Yeah. It's Happy
yeah,
Madison
I know this
Productions,
movie.
though.
I do know this movie because they this is that movie where they got the I'm 12 thing from. This is that.
Yes, I think so.
They're like basically their team sucks ass. And they find this dude who's like a very clearly a grown ass man, and they pull him out from the stands, they put him on the field, and they go to the umpire, they're like, hey, like, we're gonna do a small roster change. And the other team looks at him, they're like, there's no way this guy's able to play, like, the guy has a beard. And he was like, hey, the bench warmers coach is like, hey, he has the papers, and he just hands the umpire this paper, and it shows like a black and white picture of the dude, and it just says in crayon, I'm 12 on it. There's like a $20 bill inside. Umpire's like, all right, yeah, it works.
Oh, I don't think it was a $20 bill. It just had his photo. And it's this dude who looks like his photo is like a mugshot kind of looking photo, or just like a hard. It's like a hard. It's not a mugshot, but it's a hard guy photo, and he's like, he looks like somebody they would stereotypically cast to be in like a gang, and he's fucking massive, dude. Like, this guy's actually an athlete. I think, is that guy actually a baseball player?
No, there's no way. But like right before it, the guy, he when they're like getting him on it from like the stands or whatever, they like ask him, they're like, how old are you? He's like, I'm 12. And then like this kid pops out from the bushes, he's like, papi.
Oh yeah,
he's like, silencio, mijo. Oh man, it was so funny, dude.
It's so fucking dumb. He was on Prison Break, apparently. Have you seen that?
No.
Me either.
They're like, yeah, actually, I have no idea what the fuck Prison Break is.
Let's have a discussion about Prison Break, because we both know, about Prison Break. So let's just...
I think my favorite part of that show, the show Prison Break, is when they get the big fucking wrecking ball and they just right through the prison, and just it breaks.
I see what you did there.
It reminds me of that one scene from RoboCop where the guy's head just it's the same thing.
Actually, it doesn't hit his head, so I don't know if you watched
his body or something.
I don't
man.
know, dude.
This is RoboCop 2 actually, so you probably haven't seen it.
Yeah.
It's limited release.
The exact same scene. Oh man. All right.
Oh, man.
I don't know the topics list, so you got to keep going.
All right, I was outside the other day and I thought of something, and it was just really fucking funny to me. You know about Elon Musk and Grimes' like baby. You've heard about it, I'm sure.
What?
Like they had a child and his name was like fucking like XAE12 something. Yeah.
Tyler. It's pronounced
what?
Tyler.
Tyler.
Yeah.
Wait, how do you know that?
You can just look it up.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I heard something that they changed the name of their baby to comply with like California law or whatever. So, maybe it's not Tyler anymore. But I was thinking you know how for the SpaceX rocket launches, they live stream it.
Yeah.
So I was like, what if they had like live streamed the child's birth, like just because it is like Elon Musk? Like, what if they fucking live streamed it? And like just the entire thing. Just like, I bet if they had done that, first off, I bet they thought of that, like guaranteed. I really do think that. And I also feel that they would have gotten like an audience for it.
Wait, hold on.
What's up?
So like,
yeah,
in the room there can only be like family of the children, or like the husband is the only one allowed to be in the the giving
in the
birth
operating room. Yeah, delivery room. Yeah.
So I like the implication that it's Elon Musk filming his wife giving birth, and just live streaming and be like, "Yo, this is so crazy! Oh my god!"
He's like, "Holy shit!"
I can't do it.
Oh man, no, but like I was just,
and then everybody's just like heart reacting and like laughing, and they're like, "What the fuck?" Like
they're putting it on Facebook or something.
Yeah, like Facebook Live.
No, but I'm just like if they did like a rocket launch, like, you know, like I'm reasonably confident that they definitely thought about doing this. Like it's just so funny to me.
I don't I don't think they did. I don't think they had a conversation like,
Something
should we live stream the
there
birth or
of our son, XAE12 with a name like that. Like they gotta fucking like, come on, man. Like, oh man,
He's
and
not
like
superhuman. He just has a weird name.
no, but like they named their child after his favorite model of like plane. Like nobody fucking does that. I'm not gonna name my kid Boeing 737. Oh, you're gonna do that.
You're a fan of Boeing 737.
I just okay. That was just I don't know a lot of plane models. All right, that's the one plane model that I know.
Okay. I'm pretty sure that's
I don't have a favorite plane model, unlike some people. Apparently, do you have a favorite plane model?
No, because I'm normal.
Okay. Well, okay. Well, I think that's fine. Yes.
If I'm not mistaken, the 737 might be the faulty one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that sounds right.
Because I have no.
I just Boeing.
Hold on.
Maybe I can name my kid like.
Maybe not. I think it's fine. Oh no, accidents and incidents. 481 accidents involving 737.
No, you know why? We learned about this in our marketing class. Remember? You remember that?
Nope.
We talked about it. No, we did. And they suffered a lot in their all their shit because all their shit was going bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give an analysis. Give a marketing analysis of what they did, what they should have done, and what they could do moving forward.
All right. So this is after a semester's worth of taking marketing.
Mm-hmm. Give me the financials. Start with the financials.
Okay, they gotta have spent at least $12. Does that seem reasonable? $12.
What's our profit margin?
Probably 11. But
12.
They started off 12. That's like, okay, I will say this. That's like my go-to number. I think it comes from Benchwarmers, actually. Like, just the number 12 is just fucking hilarious to me. Like, because it's like, oh, you're acting like a 12-year-old. Like, that's like that one thing. Like, the I'm 12 from Benchwarmers. Like, it's just so fucking, like, I don't know. It's unreasonably funny to me.
There's actually, like, a thing that says numbers are funny. Certain numbers are funnier than others. And certain words are funnier than others.
Yeah.
I can't remember for the numbers one, but I think the letters one or the word one is like if you it's like it has to have a certain like syllable kind of thing, you know? Like it has to follow a certain rhythm and a certain pattern. Okay. And those patterns are like funnier to people. It's really raining pretty hard in your house.
Yeah, I know. I've been like for some reason, your feed is like perfectly fine, and mine is the one that's like fucked up, which is such bullshit.
Your camera's lagging too.
Dude, I don't know. Maybe I don't know what's that. It's fine, honestly.
It's fine. Sorry to shatter the glass window. Sorry to break the mirror. Sorry to
of glass
the ceiling. Sorry to shatter the glass ceiling.
There we go. There we go.
I think that's it.
Knew we'd get there in the end, yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I feel, I don't know how about you, but I feel like slow today.
You know, like, I think it's been a little weird just because we haven't been recording. I know maybe this isn't like I don't think we've talked about this before, but usually we'll record on Fridays. And over the weekend, Isaac will we'll talk about it, or we'll edit, and then we'll post on Mondays. But we're actually, if you're listening to this on what day is today? June 8th, we are actually recording it on June 8th. I can't remember all the signs. You're gonna have to do that again.
I just spelled out June 8th because I forgot the sign for June.
But yeah, I don't know. I think like it's just been Like, it's been a very slow weekend for both of us. And, I don't know what that means. I know a couple signs, but not a whole lot.
Slow end. That might be weekend, but I don't know.
I know
I'm
cat.
rusty.
Cat?
Cat?
You got whiskers?
Nice.
Yeah, I know.
Nice.
You want to see turtle?
Yeah.
Turtle.
Dude, that's great.
Dude, it was pretty sick, right? You want me to do it again?
Dude, that was sick as fuck, dude.
Turtle? Oh my god, dude, my fucking camera. Turtle?
There's a thing that we used to do in sign language where it's like, or it's a thing that people do in sign language where they do storytelling using like different letters and like numbers and stuff like that. So like if you're doing like, so this would be like a plane. This is a plane. But then if you go like that and you do this, it's like a garage, like a car going into a garage. But you can like use that as like a
car
to show like
travel.
A car like driving and traveling. For some reason, they always feel inclined to show 9/11 as like an example of fucking how to do that, because they'll do like A for like the towers, and then they'll do like B, C for like the buildings, and then like they'll come in with the thing, and I'm like, or they'll use
whose
E
idea
for like the
was
plane.
this?
And I'm like,
what the hell?
maybe not. Maybe not a tragedy.
Don't
or
do
like
that.
A D, I guess would be the D would be the people. D is like people. And I usually use that for like walking or people and stuff like that. And I was
that is bizarre.
Yeah, probably don't do that.
Maybe we shouldn't sign out 9/11 with the letters of the alphabet.
Use it as an example for how to tell an alphabet story. Like,
yeah, like wait, how old were you?
You can do with it. Wait, hold on. That sounds like a joke that somebody would do as like a skit.
Yeah,
maybe we could do that skit.
Like, there's no way that's like, real life. There's no way that's real life.
It is. I fucking lived. Like, they would be like, okay, a cool thing you can do is you can use different letters of the alphabet to sign out different things. So let's see if you can guess what I'm signing out.
They're like, oh, okay, buildings. Okay, cool. Okay, it looks like maybe people walking. Okay, people walking. Yeah, I got it. Okay. Okay, they're walking in the buildings. Oh, they're going down from the buildings. Okay.
Yeah.
They're leaving the buildings. Why is that? Okay. A car? Oh, a car's driving into a plane. Is this 9/11? What? Wait, how? Okay, one question I want to ask: how old were you when they started doing this? Like, was this like a middle school?
I was in high school. No, I was in high school. I learned ASL in high school because they didn't offer it in middle school.
That would be so. Because I only had the opportunity to learn sign language in elementary school, so I'm just imagining how that would come across to elementary students. We would do this thing where whatever.
No, just the
just like the reaction to it. It's like that was yeah, well
wait. It's like they're teaching it to like a group of this is dark, but they're teaching it to like a group of like adults like to learn sign language and stuff like that. It's just like a regular ass like college, like community college classroom, whatever the fuck. And then like they start doing it, and then all of a sudden you start hearing like somebody crying, and then it crashes in, and then they like cry and like run out of the room and stuff like that.
God.
And then everybody else is just like really uncomfortable. They're just like, oh, why? Would you? It's so dark.
God, yeah. Oh man, I can't even like
the dean meets with the professor. They're like, you can't keep doing that.
They're like, why?
But
they're like, we've had this conversation before. You're like, I get it, but like maybe you could do like, I don't know,
just literally
playing baseball,
else.
literally anything else.
they're like, you could do literally anything else. She's like, well, I guess I could do like Sandy Hook. No, don't do. Stop. Don't do national tragedies for stuff like that. It's like, okay, I guess I'll just do like carpet bombing or something. No, international tragedy. No. Does like the fucking what's the blimp?
Oh, this is so fucked up.
What's the blimp called?
Wait,
the Heisenberg. What's the blimp that like blew up and killed a bunch of people?
Heisenberg?
That's what I said.
That sounds right.
Either way,
that's not right.
Does that
Hindenburg.
instead.
Hindenburg.
Hindenburg. There you go. She does that instead, and then like some really old guy is like
that was a really good old guy sound. That's good.
I've been practicing. I freaked out.
You're working on that.
We got to get back on track, but I'll say this. I freaked out my friends not freaked out. I was being dumb with my friends. Like 2 nights ago.
Friends? Isaac, come on, man.
Dude, okay, my stuffed animals.
Come on, man.
They were at my place. They were playing like zombies Call of Duty. And I was like getting ready for bed because I was like, once you finish playing, just like, lock up, or not lock up, but like, turn everything off. Sorry, turn everything off and then like whatever. And then for some reason I felt compelled to act like an old man and just like come in and come out, mostly because I was wearing like cargo shorts. So I was like kind of bending in like a weird way, and like I was like kind of standing there like that. So I felt like I was like an old man, like with back problems, like, hey, fucking, yeah, the Soviet Union will rise. I was just like, just saying dumb shit. I don't remember exactly what I said. I was just trying to put like, I was just being like, the money's in the carrots, or stuff like that. And then like eventually like through my like closed door, I was like, honey, where's my super suit? Oh man, it was so funny to me. I don't know why. Oh my god.
I thought you were gonna say that you sounded like one of the zombies and you like scared one of your friends, but
nope. Just acting like an old man.
That's fun.
Although I do that to one of our mutual friends a lot because he's a pussy. He's afraid of stuff. I'm just kidding. So I just constantly scare him. We used to stay.
I just thought of something.
Oh, dude.
If someone's a simp and they're a pussy, you could just call them simp pussy.
Well, are you fucking a simp pussy?
Dude, you're acting like such a fucking simp pussy right now, dude.
So I talked to this guy and he was being a real simp pussy, and I was like, bro, you need to step off.
Dude, you gotta stop being such a fucking simp pussy.
Dude, you gotta stop being a simp pussy, bro.
We should put that on Urban Dictionary.
We should put that on a shirt.
We should put that on a fucking shirt.
All right, we have.
Maybe merch. We should call y'all that.
Wait, what's up, you simp pussies? We have a new merch drop coming out tomorrow. Simp pussy, get it here. You heard it here first. Get it.
Wait, no, I don't get it. Can you explain it?
No, like,
is it because like you get some pussy?
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I got it, dude.
You don't get some pussy. You are some pussy. You're simp pussy. Simp pussy.
Oh.
Acting like some pussy, bro. That's kind of hard to say. It doesn't really roll off the tongue.
Yeah, it really doesn't, because it's just like it just sounds like you're saying some, and then.
Yeah. But it kind of works. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll workshop it. We'll just put it on a shirt. It's just something you can put on a shirt and then never say, and it's fine. Whatever.
Yeah, that's
could you imagine us doing like a merch drop and then like we have like 5 viewers or whatever that like so like we buy like 70 shirts and we're like, dude, merch sale, it's going on sale for like 50% off, and then like we have 65 shirts left and we're like, guys, seriously, please, like, keep buying these, please. I know you already bought one. I know you already bought 5, but we really need the help. Guys.
Be like, if you do the math, then if we have 60 and there's 5, like, each of y'all should buy 12. So
you have to buy 12,
or else
we're going belly up. Do you want to keep listening to this podcast? Do you want to have us keep making episodes? Because we fucking financially can't anymore. Oh man. Sorry, what was I saying?
I honestly have no idea. Oh, no,
I
you were
had a
talking
I had a
about
tangent. Oh yeah, so
you were yeah,
are mutual friend of ours. I think you know who it is. I'm not gonna say it. He
yeah, yeah.
would funny enough, he's been listening to the podcast too, so he might he might hear
Oh.
us talking this. But what
Um,
he he and I like stayed at this like there's these things called ministry houses back when I was in like church and stuff like that, like doing like this like church group or whatever.
mhm.
Where they had like they bought a house, which is like the most baller thing ever. They just bought all these houses and they stuck a bunch of guys in there. So it's basically like frat houses, but it's Christian, so it's really boring. Or like they do the same thing all the time. They play board games or they play with the board games are fun. Sorry, we play
Board
board
game with
games.
the bros.
The board games, the bros. We play board games. They didn't play board games. We just play board games because we were all like fucking sophomores or
Horny?
whatever the hell.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
what? I mean,
Maybe a little bit.
I mean, um, so we had to stay there because there's a layover between ending your lease and starting a new one, which is stupid because like I'm paying for 12 months, so that means that my start and end date should be one day before. But for our leases, it was like we got kicked out on July 31st despite only being able to move in until like the 17th of August. So it's like
Mhm.
we had like this like 2 or 3 week layover between being able to move in. So they were like, you guys could stay at this place and we'll just shove a bunch of y'all in there and then like, you could stay there until you guys get moved in. Which is a weird process because it really felt like they didn't want us there, even though they invited us to be there. And like we had like some issues moving in furniture. Shipment kind of froze. Oh, he's
Yeah.
back.
No. Okay. Yeah. You're good. You're good.
Okay. So it was kind of weird, but it was really fun because like we had like me and my homies, bro. We were just playing board games the whole time, just like chilling and stuff like that.
Hey,
Um,
you were there with the bros, making you were leaving room for Jesus.
no, we
You were
didn't.
doing all the. Oh,
We
you
specifically didn't. We were all like on top of each other, just like lying,
like dick
and
to
that's
butt
how we
was
would.
like there was zero
Yeah,
space, like just
yeah.
like a
and
mega
that's
spoon.
and that's how we were like playing board games is like we would pass the die up to the guy, he would like kind of roll it, and then we'd all like kind of crawl to like where the die like landed so that we could see what
Okay.
the numbers were, and then we would roll
Okay.
back,
Yeah.
and then the bottom dude would be in charge of moving everybody around the board. So
That makes sense. Yeah,
yeah,
because
it was
like reduce like like
just like
contagious
just pretty
spread. Yeah,
standard,
that makes sense.
just
Yeah,
kind of
and
normal,
then
just
like,
play.
and you probably had practice with this before because like you're with physics class, like probably practicing there. So
What do you mean?
that's good. Like
What
what
do
you
you
were
mean?
saying earlier about you were hanging out with the dude in the back of the physics classroom. That's what you're doing, right?
What do you
Um,
mean?
so you got some practice in there early on. So you were like, hey guys, like I have a good I have a good system in place, and that way, nobody gets sick. Only one person's like moving the die around,
No,
dice, whatever.
what do you mean? What do you what do you mean?
Yeah, we were talking about the,
What what do you what do you mean? What do you mean? What are you saying? What is this?
like in the back of the physics classroom, where, you and your
what
buddy would, run experiments. Like,
what
you'd be
experiments?
like,
What do you mean?
you'd be like practicing your mega spooning, or normal spooning at least, because it's only two
Oh
of y'all.
no, we just did hand jobs. That's
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
yeah. No,
Uh,
so like we would like we would be playing, they had a basketball hoop, like a Little Tykes basketball hoop, but we kept doing trick shots because it was a fucking 3-story house. Like it was a
that's
tower.
crazy.
It was a fucking like loft house, like tower. It looked like sick as fuck. It was kind of cool. Like it was spacious as shit. Like this, I think the house is like worth $1 million or something like that. I think.
That's crazy.
It's insane. Like all their houses are like expensive as fuck and they're huge, and they just have these people living in them. And I'm like, what the hell is like, what is going on? Like, what the fuck? They're like making money too. I think now at this point they're making money off of the rent. Or actually, I think what they prorate the rent because they own the property, so they just like say like, I just pay this much, and then you can live there. I'm like, what the hell? Pretty sweet gig if you can land it, but like, yeah, they're all from the same church and stuff like that. That's not the point. The point is, it was in a really sketchy fucking part of Austin.
Okay.
Like the house across from it was just covered in fucking like vines and like there's like shrubbery everywhere.
Oh.
There was never a light on, so it was like just dark as fuck. And you had
Did anybody live there? Okay. So nobody ever went in or out. Okay.
So you had to park your car. We had to park like next to the house, and so I knew that this friend, we'll call him, I don't know, George, it was like, shouldn't have got that joke, but I can't explain the joke. Sorry, guys. Sorry, viewer. So like, so me and Paul would like go, like when we're going into the house, I would be like, hey Sam, or no, I wouldn't say that. I would just be like, wait, no, yeah, I would be like, hey Randy, did you hear something? And then Jerry would turn her. I keep changing the name, and this is really hard. It's very hard to think of a new name.
It's funny, but it's fucking hard. Like you just gotta keep coming up with new shit that isn't the actual person's name.
Dude, I fucking love. What was it? I was watching something that was like that, like yesterday. I don't even know. I wish I could say what it was, but I can't. But it was something like that where it's, oh no, it was an Onion video, like the Onion. Like the satire, whatever, they made a video about like cooking simple home recipes. It was like, it's just a simple 1 pot 5 pan 27 like, or 1 pot 5 pan 12 wok 27 baking sheet thing. And it was just stuff like that, like where it's like, once you're done stewing the meat, take out the potatoes from the oven and check on the roast that you're braising or something like that, like stuff like it would keep like adding another thing that they didn't explain beforehand. And you're like,
that's actually really funny. That's so funny.
So fucking, the ending the ending shot was really funny because there's like 100 dishes just like all around her, and I was just thinking like that cleanup would suck.
Yeah, that would fucking. Just get a pressure washer and just be like, all right, bitch. Like,
just start spraying. Yeah, so Jerry would turn around and like, I would just be looking at the house and just staring at it and not moving. And then he'd be like, dude, stop. Seriously, stop. And then every single time I'd be like, wait, did you? I'll do like a demonstration. I'll just be like talking to him and stuff like that. And then be like, wait, did you hear something? Who's there? Do you see that? It's like they're like, who's that? And stuff like that. Just like, or just be stuck in like just be stuck in like a trance. I did that at his house too. Like, we were both visiting home, and I went over to his house because he needed to get something, and like he nobody was at his house because his family was in like another country doing like business. So like the house is empty except for him, or except for us being there. So like he's like getting stuff in his room upstairs, and I'm with him, and I look down the hall to like somebody's, I don't know whose room that is, but like it was like completely dark, and I would just be like, hello? Who's there? And then he'd just be like, dude, stop. He'd be like, stop,
bro,
it,
you're a piece of shit. Oh man, that reminds me, when I was I used to go to summer camp, and we would always, like, you know, scary stories or a thing. We would go out in the middle of the woods to like and like basically the point of scary stories is like you tell a story and it scares you and you're like, ah! It's pretty fucking sick. Yeah, just like that.
You scared
and
me,
and one of our counselors, he was super cool. But you know, just for context, we would be in like the middle of the woods. There'd be like a campfire going, and one year he just stood at the edge of the circle. So like campfire would be in the middle. We'd be sitting on like stools on like logs like around it, and he was sitting on the outskirts, like outside of that like ring of like seats, and he was just staring into the woods, and we were like, oh, what the fuck? And he didn't like move for like 10 minutes, which like maybe isn't a long time, but if you're like,
That's
just for context, it is a fucking long time. Like I was like 10, maybe 11, and like I don't know shit. Like I don't know. He's like I don't know what the fuck is happening. And like on top of that, like all of the kids are like pretty young, like around my age, and he hasn't said a word. He hasn't moved, and like all of a sudden he just bolts into the woods, and we were like, what the fuck? What the fuck is happening?
That's funny.
And he's just gone. He's gone for another like 5-6 minutes, and we're like, what the fuck is happening? And I was like freaking out. I was like, what the hell? Like, what's wrong with him? Is everything okay? Like, I'm scared. And he like comes back and he looks like completely normal. And we were like, dude, you scared you were scaring us. Like, what the fuck? And he was like, oh, you guys, like, I just had to take a poop.
I can imagine him not trying to scare you guys at all, and him just literally just standing there thinking like, if I go behind that tree, would I be out of sight? Is that tree big enough? I don't really want to be. Maybe if it's
and
like
I'm there like, oh my fucking god, he's fucking possessed. Oh my
oh my god, he's like, what's happening? And he's just standing there like, if I do that, it might. I think that's downwind, so they would smell it. If I just kind of like,
be like, I didn't even bring a shovel, and I don't want to use my hands.
He's like, how many? I don't really want to. Maybe is that ground over there like kind of loose? Maybe I can just dig it up a little bit.
Maybe like some sand. I could pretend to be like a fucking cat or something, like a litter box.
Like a cat.
I've done it before.
Just, like, running the calculations.
Works.
And he's just completely like zoning out, just really like thinking hard about this, and everybody's just like.
We're like, what the fuck?
He just bolts in the woods, and they're like,
oh man! Hey, I wanted to ask, what time are we at right now?
102.
102. All right, we can go for like a. Oh wait, 10. Okay.
An hour.
We can go for. Yeah, okay. We can go for another couple minutes, and then we'll call it for this episode. We can work on that.
Did you finish your thing? Did we finish? Did we stray too far? I wasn't keeping track this time.
What the fuck were we talking about?
I don't know. What did you bring up? You brought up something. What did you bring up?
Fuck. Scary stories.
Your talking list.
Fuck.
Do you not have a talking list?
I mean, I said everything.
Did you? Oh, I thought we.
Yeah.
I thought we deviated, and then all right. Well.
Nah, it doesn't even fucking. Oh man, how do you feel about camping? Like, do you actually enjoy? Like, first off, have you been like actual camping, like tent shit? Okay, can you see yourself doing it?
Yeah, I would suck at it though. I just learned how to build a tent like this year when we went camping.
I don't even know if that counts, dude. I don't know if that counts.
It's a tent. A tent's a tent, man. I don't know. Like, I can't make one from scratch. I'm not a Boy Scout, but like, if I go camping, I'm gonna bring a tent that I can make.
Yeah. You're not like fucking like getting like tree leaves and like fucking branches.
It's like fucking Man vs. Wild it.
Yeah.
I did want to learn like survival skills because I feel like I'm kind of a pussy. I want to pull up my like my comedy thing that I was gonna do. See if I can jog my memory. See if I can do my bit. I named the thing. Oh shit! Don't look at this. And I hope that I hope that captured. It might not have captured on the capture. It's the first thing is like I'm probably a bitch. The first 4 words are.
No, I can. It's not probably.
Yeah, let me do
at this
my.
point.
Hold on. Let me do my set. Sorry for the noise it's gonna make. All right, cool. Just be like, yeah, I'm probably a bitch. But you guys already knew that, you know. So like, yeah.
Your parents in the audience, they're like, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, okay.
Oh my god, yeah, that's my son. Yeah, he is a bitch. It's so funny.
That's how we raised him. Okay.
Yeah, when he was 2, he couldn't even feed himself. It was like, what the fuck? Okay, let me see if I can remember my set.
Yeah, go for it.
So the whole thing was like, yeah, I'm probably a bitch. If like somebody came up to me and was like trying to fight me, I would just be like, no, yeah, please don't. Or I would be like, it's like I realize I'm with you. I'm an asshole. Like I recognize that, but just like can you not? It's like, like, oh, fuck. Oh, I'm just so nervous right now. Hold on, let me just. Me.
I'm thinking that's part of it.
No, that's not part of it.
Oh, was it part of it?
It was just me, like, it was me trying to get past the stuttering and doing like the dumbass shit that people do, like, to get like all, you know,
like their vocal exercises. Yeah,
like whatever, like the fucking shit that like Sharpay does in like High School Musical, where she's like,
yeah,
and then Ryan's just like, or like whatever. Okay. Sidebar. We're not gonna talk about it this time, but I feel like at one point, maybe not now so much, but I really acted like Ryan, or I resonated with Ryan, or like my vocal
range. He's a good dude.
I feel like my vocal range matches his most. Like when I sing a little bit, like all the other like cast is like hit or miss. You know, like Troy hit or miss. Like Gabriella can do it 100%, but like Ryan, I'm like, I feel like, so I was kind of worried a little bit because I was like, am I Ryan? But he's a solid dude. I like that guy. So whatever. That's not part of my comedy show, but that's part of it.
That was actually pretty funny. Like I enjoyed that.
I was gonna do like the bullshit that comedians do, you know, be like, I'm probably a bitch. Yeah, I'm probably a bitch. If somebody came up to me and tried to pick a fight, I would be like, no, please don't, no, don't hit me, no, please. Like you're coming at me, you're mad at me. It's like, I get it. Look, I'm an asshole, but like if you do, just please don't hit the face. I already broke my nose once. I don't want to do it again. And then I would be like, do the bullshit that they do, where like, I broke my nose. Did I tell you about that? Oh no, of course not. I just met you. And that would get a laugh because, you know, because they don't know me.
Yeah, because they don't know you. That's pretty fucking sick.
I was like, I broke it playing basketball. Manly, right? Who's a bitch now? Well, maybe I should finish the story before I actually say that. But yeah, I broke my nose just playing basketball. This big ass jock. I had my stance and I was defending the guy. Hopefully my voice won't crack when I actually tell the story. But I had my stance and I was defending the guy, and then he just fucking comes across, hits my goddamn nose with like his shoulder or his head. I don't know, fog of war. One of those two. But he only hit my nose. And so I'm reeling back and I'm like, oh, fuck, shit. Damn it. Like, just like cussing up a storm. And everybody just keeps on playing. And nobody like checks to see if I'm okay. And I'm like, what the fuck, guys? And I asked them about it later. And I was like, why did nobody call a foul? And they're like, well, you didn't call a foul. And I was like, I fucking broke my nose. So I'm going to call a foul through a broken nose. So anyways, I go and I play volleyball because I'm like, fuck that shit. Let me just go play some volleyball, some nice casual volleyball. And I'm playing and I'm like joking about like my nose hurting. And I'm like, oh, is my nose crooked? I think it might be broken. And my friend just looks at me and says, yeah, it is crooked. And I'm like, sorry, wait, what the fuck? Is my nose actually crooked? She's like, yeah, I'm looking at it. It looks like bent. And I'm like, I actually just fucking broke my nose. Like, what the hell? Because it wasn't bleeding. So I was like, oh, I guess I didn't break my nose. And then she just like, I was just like, ha ha ha, my nose is crooked, ha ha. And she's like, no, yeah, it really is like bent. And I'm like, okay. So I told my friends about my broken nose, and then one of the fuckers from the church group I was made me go to the ER to get it checked out. Guess what they fucking did at the ER?
Did they fix it?
In the shirt. Guess what I did? wait. Turn that into my act. You in the shirt. What did they do? What did they do? This will be on the test, so if you don't get it right.
Did they give you an x-ray?
Fucking idiot. Oh my. We covered this last lecture. Did you not take notes? It's just like
I actually missed last week's lecture. I was trying to catch up this week.
I want to have like a set where I'm gonna put this back. It's not part of the bit anymore. I want to do a set where like it's just giving people anxiety about like stuff that they experienced like early on in life. This is moving. like saying stuff like, "Oh, this will be on the test. Did you study?" Or like calling out people in the audience and stuff like that, or just saying like trigger words like
fuck.
Like I don't know, like I'm disappointed in you or something like that, like some shit that like you know how like teach, dude. Okay, this isn't.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Yeah, there's this TikToker who does shit like that. They will do a perfect impression of like a teacher, and they would be like, "Guys, I keep saying this over and over again. You cannot be talking while I'm talking. It creates a disruption and it's really distracting for the students trying to pay attention, okay?" And just like lecturing. Like the whole TikTok is just point of view, like lecturing from this teacher. And it's just like, oh my God. Like she did, it was he. I actually don't know their pronouns, so I'll just say them. They this person like would like they did the Zoom thing where I wish I could give creds, but I don't use TikTok anymore. I'll give creds next episode. I'll give creds on the person that I'm talking about, or in the bonus episode today. I'll give creds.
Yeah
hey? But I'll also do it in the next one just in case people don't listen to that. We can do a plug at the end. But yeah, they did there was like this Zoom lecture where they're trying to like get some responses and nobody was responding. They're like, "Guys, just because we're not in the classroom doesn't mean that you cannot respond, okay? Just because, you know, we're not, like, you're at home doesn't give you the opportunity to slack off," and stuff like that. And it's just like they do it so perfectly, and it triggers
like it
me.
Just sounds like a teacher.
It just sounds like a fucking teacher lecturing me, and I'm like, elementary school shit.
Dude, I don't like the sound of that.
Dude, it's actually kind of like, it's actually like,
it's probably like an ASMR of that.
Yeah, it's like oddly addicting.
Parent teacher conference ASMR.
The teacher just starts lecturing your parent. wait, what? We got to do a bit. We have to do a bit where like the teacher will like lecture your parent and the parent will try to parent the teacher. Just like both people not having boundaries and not giving each other respect, but just being like assholes. All right, that's
kind of funny, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh,
wait,
sorry.
okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't finish my thought on the thing. They took me to the ER. At the ER, they didn't give me an X-ray. The dude just kind of looked at my nose, said, "Yep, it looks like it's broken, but I'm not going to reset it because I'm not a nose doctor, and I don't know what your nose looked like before, so I don't want to fuck it up. So I'm just going to give you some medication for the pain."
What if he just bitch slapped you? And he's like, "All right, you're good."
All right, hold still. Okay. I can't wind up because there's like where he's like, it's like adjusting my head and he's like winding up. All right, hold still.
Be like, "Hey, stop crying. I need to do it again. Hey, it didn't work this time. We need to do it again."
Hold still. Hold still.
Wait, no. I got to do a backhand this time. I got to do a backhand this time.
He like goes from like my chin to my neck and just starts squeezing. I said hold still. Just like
he's like kicking you. He's like,
shh, go sleep. There's a fucking doctor. I love just a fucking doctor like trying to get you to stand still and then just killing you. And they'd be like, oh shit. Oh man.
Fuck, he shouldn't have attacked me.
I guess he just died from complications from his nose. Like, I'll tell the nurse.
If he hadn't broken his nose, he wouldn't have died.
He wouldn't have
Shouldn't have broken his nose. Fucking
damn,
stupid ass.
Some of his nose shards went into his brain and he just had an aneurysm and died, I guess. It's like, why are there like lesions on his neck? No, nothing. What lesions? What? I'm the doctor. I don't see any. What are you?
Personally, I think he was just into it, but
I think he was self-asphyxiating. I
Oh,
think he was self-asphyxiating while punching his nose to get some kind of like he must have died. And then
oh
he died
God.
from the nose. So yeah, they didn't do
Mm.
shit for my nose, and then they billed me like $1,000 or something enormous just for like
God
saying
damn.
like just for telling me something I already knew.
Mhm.
And then not giving me. They didn't even check to see if like there was like bleeding, because the whole point of going to the ER for your nose being broken is like there could be like bleeding in your nose that's not like coming
Mhm.
out or whatever, so it could cause like an infection. So they did give
Right.
me medication for that, and I took it. So then that was the only thing, is that I stopped a potential infection. Also, like if it's a bad break, some of the shards could go like elsewhere, so they may need to do
Mhm.
like surgery. But he really didn't do anything. He was just like, you may have bleeding, so here's some medication to stop the infection, some antibiotics, or antibiotics or whatever. And I was like, well, that was worthless. So I got billed
Yeah,
an enormous
I've
amount of
heard that
money.
emergency rooms are like not great. Hey, wait.
No,
Wait. What time are we at? We can.
we're at 116.
Do you want to call it, and then we can start on the bonus?
Yeah. So we're gonna do a bonus episode that we're gonna do every week now, where we do a certain topic, and we kind of wanted to talk about like the protests and stuff, but we didn't want it to be part of our main episode, just in case like some people don't want to go through like the trauma or whatever and hear about like, because the same thing with COVID, why we don't talk about COVID is because like we don't want to we want this to be like an escape for you guys, but there's some things that I've noticed that are kind of like inconsistencies that we're not really gonna I don't think we're really gonna talk too much about, like, the stuff you've been hearing, like, oh, it's whatever, but I
Like
wanted
just current events.
yeah, there's some like
Current events.
arguments that like
Mhm.
uh they kind of don't make sense, that I wanted to kind of specifically say like, hey, this doesn't make sense, so here's like an alternative, at least for me, and then Shivam will add on to
I,
his piece
I
about it.
think
So
yeah. So we figured that there are a lot of like really like without going into too much detail right now, there are a lot of
mhm,
big things going on that we
yeah,
think warrant further discussion. And we
well,
didn't want to like make you feel like you're forced to listen to it, so we decided to include that in like a separate series. So
yeah,
like it's up to you whether you want to like listen to it or not.
but we also might not always talk about like politics or whatever, like it's the bonus episode is just an opportunity for us to talk a little bit more about something. I have a
Hmm.
fun one planned that I haven't told
Hmm.
Shivam about yet, so it's actually a
Ooh,
surprise.
yeah, I didn't know about
So
that.
yeah, so we'll sprinkle those in. It just depends on the week. We'll give at the end of each episode, we'll tell you what it's going to be about, so you can decide. But this one is like we are going to talk a little bit about like politics and stuff like that, just because like it's happening now, and we
And
have
it's important. Yeah,
we
yeah.
have an audience, we have a platform, we have a responsibility to say something about it at least.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Yeah,
so
and
join
like
in if you want
you'll
to.
notice that we haven't been as active on like social media, and that kind of that ties in with it. I can talk about that a little bit more.
Yeah,
So apologies for that. Um, but yeah, so yeah, like Isaac was saying, like for the bonus episode, sometimes it'll just be like we'll do like a clean break from like we'll finish the actual episode. So in this case, it'd be episode 8, and then
yeah,
we'll just continue talking about it, just to like make it like two separate, just to make sure any one episode doesn't get too long.
yeah,
Um, but other times it will be like a more discussion based, more like around a certain topic. So it really
yeah.
just depends.
Yeah, and we're not experts. We are not experts in these things. We are just giving, I think, like our perspective and what we understand, and just generally talking about some of the arguments we see for whatever. Or if we're just having
Mhm.
fun, we're just having fun. So it depends. But we'll let you know through the weeks. You'll see also on the bonus episode, like, what the topic will be about. We'll put the topic in we'll put a clear topic in the title, unlike what we do for the podcast. We'll actually have like here's what we're talking about, and then we'll have in the description kind of like a general rundown, so that way you know exactly what you're getting into before we get into it. So
Mhm.
so unless
Yeah.
it's a fun one, then we might keep that one a surprise. But
Yeah. So we'll let you know. Like it really depends on the vibe. You just gotta
The vibe.
turn on your
I'm getting this vibe. I'm getting this
measurer, measure
vibe.
the vibe.
Come
But
vibe with us, dude.
yeah, come vibe with us.
Yeah, come vibe with us.
And if you like what we're doing, you know, if you have something to say, like to us or about like what we're saying, what we're talking about, feel free to do so. We encourage it.
Yeah, if
and
you have topics, let us know and we can probably talk about it.
yeah, because you know, at the end of the day, we do have a platform. Maybe not like fucking gigantic one, but we do. You know, it's here, and
we're working on it.
gonna use it.
Yeah.
So I think we can wrap up this episode and we'll go on to the bonus right now.
All right.
Unless Isaac, you have anything else to say?
Nope. See y'all in the bonus.